Hello everyone, welcome. In this short tutorial, I'm going to be covering how to make your request for OSHA wallet cards by submitting the OSHA Outreach Training Program Report, or OTPR, to the University of Cincinnati using our virtual submission process. So notice the website I'm at, greatlakesosha.org. Over to the right, Submit Outreach Trainer Report. Your first step is going to be to register for an account. You'll want to type in your email that we have associated with your course registration and click Go. So here, your account registration, you're going to enter in all of your contact information, the course you've completed, your company, your mailing address. This address is important because this is where we will be mailing your future cards to. Once you enter in this information, scroll down to the data sharing option. So OSHA.gov actually posts a list of authorized trainers on their website. If you'd like to have your contact info posted there, just make sure you check this box and then click Submit Registration. It could take a few days, but we will review your request for an account at our website and we will approve that information. Once we approve your account on our side, you're going to receive an automated email that will have your username and your temporary password to access your account. If you don't see that email right away, be sure to check your spam or your junk folder. Now, going back to the login. Once you do have an account with us, you'll log in on the left side of the screen, and you will be at Trainer Report Home. So this is the screen you need to be at to submit your report. As you can see at the top, this is all of your account registration information. So it's important to make sure this information is up to date and accurate. If you need to change any of this, you can click on My Account, and that's where you can save any changes to your contact information. For submitting your OTPR, we have it broken up into 3 simple steps for you. Step number 1, general course information. So this is where you will tell us about the industry type. For this example, I will select general industry, 10-hour report. Course emphasis, check all that apply. If none of these options apply to your training, you can leave this section blank. Where your training took place. Type of training site. Your course duration, the days and start and end time for each day of training. Notice we have add a day where you can tell us about each day of your training. For any days you're not using here, just make sure you close these out. For this example, I will say training began on August 4th and ended on August 5th. You want to include the full start time to end time for each day of your training. That includes when trainees entered the room and then when trainees left the room. Our system will take out a required break every 2 hours and also a lunch break for a full day of training. So you want to include the full total time of training. Sponsoring organization. So select whichever best applies to your training. Then we can proceed to step number 2. These are your course specifics or your contact hours that you've spent on each required and elective topic. So you can tab down to make your data entry even simpler. And notice at the bottom, there is a running total for you to make sure you have the required contact hours entered correctly. Step number 3, this is where you enter in your student or trainee names. So keep in mind, however you enter in your names, this is how they will be printed on the card. The only thing that we do on our side is capitalize all of the letters, which you can see over to the right. Notice all letters are capitalized, and this is how the names will appear on the cards. At the bottom of this screen, you have a running total of the trainees you've listed to make sure you did not forget anyone on your report. There may be a case that this is makeup training, or perhaps you had 3 people scheduled for training, only 2 showed up for your class. In that case, you can attach an additional file or additional documentation in this box under Browse, and you can select a file from your computer. Now, that could be an exception request. It could be email documentation that you have emailed our office about prior to your training or to report submission. You could attach that documentation right here. The final step is your statement of certification. This is basically your electronic signature on the report attesting that everything you've entered is true and accurate. And you'll click Submit Trainer Report. From this screen, you can review the information you've submitted, and you can actually go back and make any kind of corrections. So pay close attention to your course start date and end date, start times and end times. Your contact hours, very important to double check those here, and how you've spelled everyone's name. And if you've mistakenly forgotten a trainee on your report, you can go back and add that person on. So if everything looks good, you can click yes, and then approve and submit. So that brings you to our payment screen. You'll notice we have the total here. It tells you the number of trainees again that you've entered on your report. Current price per card is $10 per card. For credit and debit cards, we need to make sure the billing address is correct for each card that you use. If billing address is the same as your shipping address, you can simply click that. If it's going to be a different address, you need to enter that in correctly here. If you need to pay with a check, you can actually select purchase order / physical check. So this will get your report submitted to us and provide you with a detailed invoice so you can get a check created or requested in your office, and it'll have all the information you need. What you'll need to do that is a quick pass number. So to receive your quick pass number, you either need to call us or email us, and we can simply email that to you, and it's a number or a code that you can paste in right into this box. So if you look down at the bottom of each page, we have our 800 number and our email address, and that's how you can reach us throughout the week. The final item that I will show you would be under orders, replacement card order form. So let's say a trainee approaches you in the future. They've lost their card, perhaps their wallet was stolen. This order form is where you can request replacement cards. Notice the price for each replacement card is $10 per card. You enter in all of the report information. We will verify that on our side to be sure the person was on the original report, and we will be able to mail you a replacement card. And as I've already mentioned, our contact information is at the bottom of every page, so feel free to reach out with us with any questions. Thank you.